Hello, friends. I am Dr. T and I welcome you to this channel. This channel will enlighten you about the natural healing powers of food. Food is an integral part of human life, and different kinds of food contribute to our general well being and the way we respond to life issues. We are what we eat. The international bodies have recognized the importance of natural food products in promoting nutrition and health, and the world is tending towards exploring the application of these natural products. Here, I'll be taking you through the world of certain foods, food products, and beverages with natural healing powers and how you can benefit maximally from them. I will also be explaining some potential challenges that may not make your body get those natural benefits. Today, I'll be talking about palm wine. Kindly subscribe to this channel to get the latest updates on the natural healing powers of foods and how they can be handled to benefit from their potentials. Palm wine is one of the most commonly consumed traditional alcoholic beverage in certain parts of the world. It is a sweet, clear, tasty, and colorless drink from the sap of various species of palm tree. However, palm wine ferments naturally and quickly because of the high sugar content. The nutritional quality of palm wine varies. The type of palm tree, the level of experience of the palm wine tapper, hygienic condition of the gourd or container, reuse of plastic containers for collection, the particular time of the day that tapping is taking place, duration, that is the length of time of tapping, exposure of fresh palm wine to direct sunlight are some factors that can influence the rate of fermentation and its quality. It is also essential that proper hygienic collection procedures are followed to prevent contamination or excessive fermentation. According to some research, the sap becomes reasonably high in alcohol, about 4%, within 1 hour or two. After 24 hours of fermentation, if the palm wine is not properly processed, the ethanol content may be as high as 9% or more. Here, the palm wine effervescence is visibly seen. The level of ethanol depends on the geographical location, type of palm tree, hygienic practices in place for tapping, and so on. If fermented for too long, acetic acid and other off flavors may develop, thereby making it taste like vinegar and the overall quality is altered. Therefore, it is not advisable to consume a naturally fermenting palm wine at 48 hours. Since palm wine ferments with naturally occurring organisms, the product of these microorganisms, which are known as metabolites, play a crucial role in the overall quality and value of the product. Today, we'll be talking about the raffia palm wine. While we explore the benefits, we will also highlight some associated challenges that may not make the benefits available to the consumers. The natural powers and amazing health benefits of palm wine are enormous. Apart from the fact that palm wine contains a variety of organic acids, vitamins, particularly riboflavin, that are good for the body, other beneficial compounds such as methylxantron and the presence of gervotrolene have also been reported. Methylxantron is an anti-cancer chemotherapy drug. It is classified as an anti-tumor antibiotic. Methylxantron is a cancer medication that interferes with the growth and spread of cancer cells in the body. It is active in breast cancer, used to treat prostate cancer and certain types of leukemia. On the other hand, gervotrolene is an atypical antipsychotic agent, a neuroleptic drug, a major tranquilizer. They are used in the treatment of schizophrenia, severe depression, and severe anxiety. Schizophrenia is a mental disorder characterized by delusion, hallucination, disorganized speech, and behavior. There are scholarly reports that gevotrolene is well tolerated and has shown efficacy in clinical trials. Kindly subscribe to this channel to get the latest updates on the natural healing powers of foods and how they can be handled to benefit from their potentials. Raffia palm wine is known as an excellent source of antioxidants. Antioxidant-rich foods are important to our health. Both unfermented and fermented samples of palm wine have antioxidant properties and antidiabetic properties. These can be achieved by inhibiting the activities of alpha glucosidase and alpha amylase. But the activity of fermented palm wine were significantly higher. Alpha glucosidase and alpha amylase are enzymes involved in the breakdown of dietary carbohydrates to glucose, and the inhibition of their activity will decrease the amount of glucose absorbed from the small intestine into the bloodstream, which further suggests that palm wine has potential in glycemic control, that is, the ability to control blood sugar. The anti-hyperglycemic potential of palm wine may also influence its anti-obesity attributes. Apart from palm wine's potential ability to control blood sugar, the therapeutic and protective effects against diabetic and its complications have also been reported. Let me explain how it works. Beta cells are unique cells in the pancreas that produce, store, and release the hormone insulin directly into the bloodstream. In patients with type 1 diabetes, beta cell mass and functions are diminished, leading to insufficient insulin secretion and hyperglycemia. A low dose of palm wine, according to the report, can improve pancreatic beta cell function and stimulate insulin secretion while inhibiting glycolytic and carbohydrate digestive enzymes, thereby leading to reduced blood glucose level, decreasing oxidative pancreatic injury, pro-inflammation, reducing abnormally high levels of lipids in the blood, and other factors that respond to oxidative stress. In addition, its reduction of serum, liver, cardiac, and kidney biomarkers suggests its safety on diabetic and healthy organs. The functions of some essential amino acids, as detected in palm wine, have been reported. These include management of blood pressure and stroke, inhibition of blood clots, cholesterol, and the sedative properties, the ability to treat mental illness, peptic ulcer, and so on. Similarly, the functions of some non-essential amino acids detected in palm wine have also been reported. These include its ability as memory enhancer, antidepressant, treatment of skin disorder, neuroprotective activity, anti-inflammatory property, antimicrobial and anti-carcinogenic properties, and so on. Other classes, such as flavonoids, derivatives of amino acids, monosaccharide and disaccharide, identified in palm wine are shown on the slide. All these metabolites have a synergetic effect in treating joint disorder, and this can also explain the reason for enabling weight loss, increasing vision ability, treatment of some skin infection, maintaining healthier skin, hair, and nail, its potential in reducing the risk of cardiovascular diseases, and also promoting lactation. While we explore the benefits of palm wine, it is essential to talk about the challenges associated with palm wine. One of the challenges is excessive fermentation. Excessive fermentation of palm wine can result in an unreasonable high amount of alcohol, production of off flavors, and activities of spoilage microorganism that makes a lot of natural nutrients unavailable to the consumer. Moderate drinking is always encouraged. Most consumers do not know how much to drink, and the benefits of the natural drink are made available when consumers take low doses. Knowing how much to drink depends on your initial state of health because excessive drinking can be injurious to some organs in the body. Another challenge can be the distance of the farm and procedure used in tapping. In some countries, the distance of the farm process of tapping makes it difficult for some consumers to have access to fresh palm wine. In addition, the quantity of sap may be very small. In a bid to make profit, some retailers dilute the sap with water, add artificial sweeteners like saccharin, and allow the adulterated palm wine to ferment. This act is a common practice, and consumption of this diluted palm wine can be injurious to health. It is better to get a reliable source and be ready to pay more for quality. Different preservative methods have been employed. Improper preservation or addition can be injurious to health. According to a research, some retailers add certain leaves to slow down natural fermentation. For example, the addition of Sarcoglottis gabonensis supplements to raffia palm wine have been reported to suppress specific compound during fermentation, meaning that it helps to slow down fermentation. The tapping procedure is very important because it determines the initial quality of the palm wine. The hygienic conditions of tapping material and expertise of the tapper also influence the nutrients that will be made available to consumers. Another challenge associated with palm wine is the storing in plastic bottles, particularly reusable bottles. The use of this kind of bottle is a huge challenge. According to a research, potential contaminants were investigated in palm wine and the presence of several chemicals that are not products of fermentation were identified. Some of these chemicals include styrene, benzene, methylene fluoride, and so on. The researcher found that the source of these contaminants are reused drinking water bottles and PET bottles that are used to purchase palm wine from retailers. In certain parts of some developing countries, the reuse of empty plastic bottle is very common, and this practice must be discouraged. Other potential sources of contamination are soil, air, water, personal hygiene, and environmental conditions. Most of these contaminants are genotoxic and carcinogenic on regular exposure. The researcher found that benzoic acid is a natural component of the plant material, while vitamin C is inherent in fresh palm wine. The combination of benzoic acid and vitamin C forms the benzene, and this is hazardous to health. Similarly, stearin affects hearing loss and causes neurologic disorder. This may be common with careless and inexperienced tapper. Even though the private processing of the product may be difficult to monitor, unregulated commercial processing should be discouraged, and only those who have been sensitized on the microbial, physical, and chemical hazards should be allowed to process and sell the products to the public. In addition, the use of food grade plastics, especially for bulk transportation of palm wine, should be allowed. In some developing and underdeveloped countries, particularly during their parties or ceremonies, palm wine is usually taken with atherogenic diets, that is, fatty foods. Atherogenic diets may include processed food, fried, roasted, or fried meats, pies, and so on. A study has implicated the role of the atherogenic diet in combination with alcoholic beverage in the severity of hyperlipidemia, oxidative stress, and inflammatory responses. Therefore, the frequent indulgence in the consumption of fat-dense food substances in combination with alcoholic beverage like palm wine is hazardous to health and should be discouraged. In another report, the regular intake of fermented palm wine may affect the male reproductive system. It can gradually distort testicular tissue architecture with abnormally structured cell. In conclusion, palm wine has natural healing powers when taken moderately. It is also important to identify the source of palm wine to avoid consuming adulterated drink. We have seen that contamination can set in at any point during tapping